Oh, hi there. Welcome back, please. Take a seat. It's nice to have you join us again. Oh, thank you. Yes, we have, upgrade is one way to put it. I decided that I was going to be doing some more blackjack games. I should get an actual blackjack table. I'm glad you approve. So, if you were a betting man, which I think you are, what would you like to buy in for? I'm going to start with $200,000. That is a respectable amount of money. That makes you, are you a whale? That's not a whale gambler. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So, $10,000 chips, I assume, are going to be good for you. Okay. That's 10,000. That's 100,000 right there. That's 200,000. Is that good for you? Okay, wonderful. Place those right over there. And please do me the honors of placing your first bet. We'll start off with $10,000. That's a lovely bet right there, $10,000. And good luck, and we're gonna go with an 8. 11. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Versus 7 for me. So we're gonna double that down, aren't we? As we are doubling down on that 11. 11 becomes a 15. And our 7 becomes a 17. Oof. Well, what an unfortunate way to start off the day. Don't worry, I'm sure everything will turn around and go our way, the way we all want it to. Your wager, another $10,000, betting $10,000, we have a 6. Ooh, 12 versus a 4. What do you want to do? I'm gonna split those 6s. Boop and boop. And the first 6, we have an 8. It's gonna hit and become a 17. Stand on that. Second hit and become a 15. What do you want to do? Stand on that 15. Alright, 4 becomes a 15 ourselves. And of course, we must hit that 15. Now we have 20. Oh, 20 is a winning hand for me. It's a losing hand for you, I'm sad to say. What do you care to do? $10,000 again. Just keep giving me money. Giving me money left and right. Oh, I like it. 13 versus a 10. And don't worry, I don't have a blackjack. 13 you'd like to hit, and 13 becomes an 18. What do you want to do? Stand on 18 against the 10. Very good. I have 20. Oh, that is quite the way to start. Not gonna lie. But it's only money. I mean, it doesn't really matter. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Wager. You know, but see, that's the thing we've talked about. This 30,000. There we go. 1, 2, 3. You see, my sincere belief is that the universe does reward bold. But we'll see. 16 is not a good start. Against an 8. So what do you want to do? You're gonna hit that 16. How about a 5? Take that 17. You stand on that. All right. And we have a 12 ourselves, and 12 becomes a bust. Look, in the end, the universe rewards. The universe giveth, the universe taketh away. In this case, 30,000 again. Oh, God. 30,000. Let's see. You're speaking my language here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. As soon as you grew a pair. Let's make sure I don't have 21. I don't. You're going to stand anyway. We have 15. 15 becomes a bust. See? That warms my heart. Ouch, you're implying I don't have a heart. It's very cruel. You don't let it ride. Oof, now that is even more interesting. Letting it ride for $60,000 with a 9. And we have 20 versus our. Do you want to purchase insurance? How lucky do you feel? No insurance. Okay. You're good. Don't worry. And standing on 20, we have ourselves 14. 14 hits and becomes a 14. 14 hits and becomes a bust. $60,000 is much more interesting, wouldn't you say? Just like that, you go from looking like a loser to looking like a winner. And you are a winner, aren't you? In the meantime, do you find your throat to be dry? Do you like some water or maybe something else? Some water. Very good. Some water for our guest. Tap water, okay. That'll do fine. Wager. $30,000. $30,000 on the table again. Okay, 30,000 and we go. 16 versus 7. What do you want to do? Book says hit. You're gonna stand. Fair enough. I have 10. Let's see what card I would have got. You would have busted, but it doesn't matter because I win. I'll take a win all the time. That's a 19. Well, your winning streaks can't last forever. Wager. 20,000. Oh, I don't like you going this direction. I don't like you going the wrong way. 8. 19. Versus 10. What do you want to do? Stand on 19. Very good. I have an 18. You want it back. You want it back. Look at you. Lickety split. Up and down she goes. Letting it ride. There we go. $40,000. 40,000. 5. 40,000 with an 8. 40,000 against my 10. The question is, you don't know what's underneath there. You have an 8. What do you want to do? It's not a blackjack, though. You're going to hit. Okay, 8 hits, and you become an 18. Oh, it's a nice hand. You're going to stand. And we have a 16. That's terrible. 16 becomes a bust. Congratulations. $40,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. You're getting me excited. You are getting me all excited. And your wager. 30,000. We seem to like that bet. 30 grand. Here we go. And we have a 10. And we have a 14. That's scary. Versus my 7 now. What would you like to do? You are going to hit. And 14 becomes a 19. That's a lovely hand. Let's stand on that. My 7 becomes a 17. Look at that. Yet again. You win. Yet again. Well, isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting when you win like this? There's your water. Can I get you anything else? Stay with water for now. Very good. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Okay, 30 grand. 30 grand on the table. We have an 18 versus my 9. Okay. And you're going to stand. Alright, 9 becomes 11. Let's see what happens. 11 becomes a 13. A 13 becomes a bust. Ooh, look at you going $30,000 richer. I bet you feel very special. Well, you should. I think you're special. You're always very special in my eyes. And you care to bet? 50,000. I like that. I like the sound of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make hay while the sun is shining and all that, you know? And a proverb or a euphemism or something. I like it. 15 versus 9. What do you want to do? You want to hit? How about a 6? A little too much there. It looks like that 50 grand is coming back to me this time. Oof, well, maybe your little epic streak is winding down. Your wager. 20,000. Just 20,000 this time. Okay, $20,000. And let's see. We have 10. And we have 13 versus my 5. What would you care to do? You are going to stand on that 13. Let's see. We have 13 as well. 13 hits and we bust. Congratulations. Well done. And your wager 40,000. Leaving it out there. 40,000 with a 7. And 40,000 with a 10. But what do we have? Oh, we have an 8. What do you want to do? Here's gonna hit. I thought you were gonna double down. Oh, look, you should have doubled down. You should have doubled down, but you're gonna stand on 21. We have 18. That's a win for you. 40,000. Could have been 80,000 though. Isn't that too bad? Isn't that too bad? You just can't be angry about making $40,000 though, can we? 40,000 again. Very good. Sticking out there with 40 grand. And best of luck. And we have a 10. And 18 versus our 5. And you would care to stand, and 5 becomes 7, and 7 becomes 17. $40,000 more. And you, my friend, have basically doubled up your money. It's wonderful. It's delightful. I like seeing people win. I want you to leave feeling like you're a winner. I mean, that's why I wear the makeup. I want you to smile. Just like me. In the meantime, your bet. 30,000. We're going back to the 30 G's. I like the 30 G's. Let's see what we do. 30,000, we get to 10. That 10 becomes 17. And we are showing a deuce. Well, it looks like I'm going to take one in a second. You're going to stand. The deuce becomes 12. 12 becomes a 22. I told you. Well done, friend. That reminds me of the old South Park sketch. Not your friend, guy. Not your guy, pal. Not your pal, buddy. Not your buddy, guy. Oh, I love those boys. And your bet. 30 grand. $30,000 on the table. 30 grand. All right, let's see what happens. We have an ace. Ooh, are you gonna do it? Oh, you did. Congrats. You did the thing, and I did not. Therefore, you win 30,000 plus 10,000, like that, 15,000. Nicely done. Nicely done. You are coming up roses today. Look at you making stacks and stacks and stacks. Stacks and stacks. You're a bet. 30,000. Why not? As my grandpappy always used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know a lot of people do that. They keep tinkering with things when they should just leave it alone. You know, an 11 is an 8. You can double that down. Alright, here we go. 30,000 on top. And let's see what we draw. Survey says. Oh, a 20. Very nice. Very nice. And we have a 10 ourselves. Are we going to get a 20? Oh, we do. Well, that's a push. That's a push. And what do you want to do? You're going to leave it out there anyway. Oh, 60 grand. Okay. $60,000 on the table. You need a 5. Well, let's see. 11 again. Okay, 11 again versus a 4. That's even better. But this time you double down. You're really doubling down. You're doubling down for real. With another $60,000. That's 120 on the table. And let's see. We are going to give you 17. Could be worse. And 4 becomes 11 ourselves. Let's see if we can take down a monster. And this time we do. That is a 19 for me. Thank you, my friend. Well, that happens. That happens. What do you want to do? 30 grand. Okay, betting 30 grand. $30,000. And let's see what happens. We go 5, 7 versus my 4. And you're going to hit 7 becomes a 13. And you like to stand. 13 is going to stand. 4 becomes a 14. 14 becomes a 16. 16 busts. Okay. 30,000 back in your name. That takes the sting away a little bit, doesn't it? It just makes it sting a little bit less. Just a little bit less. And your bet. 30,000 again. Betting 30 grand. 1, 2, 3. 30 grand. Good luck. We have an ace. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh, very close. 19. 19 versus a 9. And you're going to stand on that. And 19. Oh, we got a 20 though. Look at that. Outkicked by the 9. Outkicked by the 9. Your wager. 30 grand. Okay. $30,000. Let's see. We get a 10. 10 becomes a 15 against our 9. And you would like to hit 15 hits and becomes a. That was so close. That is a 22. But alas, I had a 20. So, what would you care to wager? What are you feeling like? 20,000. I don't like the sound of this. I don't like the sound of this. 17 versus our 4. Okay, you're gonna stand. 4 becomes 17. Then we push. Okay. What are you gonna do about that? I'm gonna make it 30 grand. I see. I like that better. Something about going backwards rubs me the wrong way. An ace. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. 16 versus a 10. What do you want to do? And hit 16 hits and becomes an 18. What do you want to do? You're going to stand on 18. We have 20. Oof. Bye-bye. Baby, bye-bye-bye. I always forget that Backstreet Boys are in sync. I never can remember. And your wager, you're going to bet 30 grand. Okay, 30 grand. 1, 2, 3, 30,000. 30 grand goes to a 5. And 30 grand gets a 10. Versus my 10. What do you want to do? just hit 30 and it's a 12. 12 hits and becomes a bust. So sorry. Well, let's see here. You're bet, and you're gonna do 30 grand again. Betting 30 grand, and here we go. You get a 10. Ooh, and 20. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And you're gonna stand on that. 2 becomes a 9. 9 becomes a 15. 15 bust on D. You won. Congratulations. You're gonna let it ride. 60,000. All right. That's what I like to see. 60,000. Okay, here we go. And you get a 10 again. And 19. Let's see what happens. Versus an 8. And you're gonna stand. 8 becomes an 18. Oh, look, you won. Look at that. Must feel better about yourself. Congratulations. Congrats. And what do you want to bet? 30 grand. 30 grand. 30 grand it is. $30,000 gets a 10. And you get a 13 versus our 10. Now I don't have a 21, so your bet and 13 hits and becomes a bust. And I may have given away my hand there a little bit. If you were listening carefully. Which I think you probably were. Which you probably were. Your bet. $30,000. Okay, betting 30 grand. $30,000. Then we go 16 versus our 4. And you are gonna stand on that 16. 4 becomes a 7. 7 becomes a 10. 10 becomes a 17. No dice. And your bet. 30 grand, betting $30,000. Let's see, we have a 5, 12 versus a 4 again. What do you want to do? You're supposed to stand, but you're going to stand. Standing against a 4, and you got a 14. Let's see what you would have drawn. 14, it's a bust, so you would have had a 21, but either way, you still win. A win is a win. Is a win. Winner, winner, chicken din. You're gonna bet $30,000 again. I like 30,000. Yeah, best of luck, and you get a 9. And that 9 becomes a 19. And I have a 4. Oof, not good for me. You're gonna stand on that. I turn that 4 into a 10 though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, only a 14. 14 becomes an 18 when you win. You win. Congratulations. You win. This has been quite the day. Started out terrible, but look at you now. Ooh, you're letting it ride. I like it. I like it. You're feeling lucky. $60,000 and you get a 10. Come on, let's see what happens. And you get a 14. That's not what you wanted. Versus a 4 ourselves. Well. You're gonna stand and that 4 becomes a 14. And let's see what we get. 19. Oh. Your bet. 30 grand. Betting $30,000. 30 grand. Here we go. We get a 5, 9 versus 3. Yeah, you're gonna hit that 9. 9 becomes a 12 against the 3. What do you want to do? You're gonna hit. Okay, 12 hits and busts. Ooh, look at that. It's supposed to stand. Supposed to stand. And your bet. You're gonna bet 30 grand, $30,000. 30 grand, and you get an 8, you get the ocho, and you get a 17 versus our 3, okay. You're going to stand on that 17, our 3 becomes a 13, and that 13 becomes a 19. That goes right back in our favor. Right back. Up and down she goes. And you're bet. You're gonna bet 30 grand. I'm betting 30 grand. And good luck. And you get a deuce. And you get a 10 versus our 3. And you're gonna double down. That's right. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to double down. And then you get a 17. And 3 becomes a 13. 13 becomes an 18. Oh. Just like that. Just like that. Your bet. 40 grand. You're going to bet $40,000. 40,000, and let's see what happens. You get a 3. And you get a 15 versus a 2. What do you want to do? You're going to stand. 13 stands. 2 becomes a 12. 12 becomes a 15. 15 becomes a 16. 16 becomes a 17. Oh, dear. What do you want to do? Oh, you're leaving. You're going to walk away. Oh, we were just having fun. One more bet. You got 5. Yeah, this is your starting stacks. What if you just play the 5 grand until you lose? Yeah, come on. That's only $5,000. Who cares? See, look at that. You get an ace. Come on. Come on with the blackjack. See? This is why you stick around. And I didn't, so that's 5. 6, 7. Look at that. See? Still alive. 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. See? And you're still playing. All right. You want to bet again? All right, 10. You're going to bet it. All right, betting $10,000. And you get a 9. And you get a 15 versus 9, 9. What you want to do? You're going to hit, and you get a, look at that, 21. And 9 becomes a 19. You win again. See? You won. You gotta do, you gotta bet it. Alright. 20,000. Betting it all. Alright, 22,000. 22 grand. Here we go. You get a 6. And you get a 13. And I have a 10. And you're gonna hit. 13 hits and becomes a 17. And I have a 12. 12 becomes a 21. Well, that's unfortunate. That's just mean. Okay. If you have to. Oh, you're giving that one out of me. You're giving 500 back to me. Well, you are just you are a prince. I do appreciate that. So you're just going to walk away with your 200 grand. All right. Au revoir, my friend, and I hope to see you again real soon. Until the next time.